Welcome to the Goods from the Woods. My name is Rivers Langley.
And I'm Carter Glasscock.
And today we are hanging out betwixt two trailers underneath a Valentine's Day themed skeleton in Eagle Rock, California with our friends.
Anna Valenzuela.
Yeah.
I was laughing at the pronunciation of skeleton because it makes me feel like Mr. Big should die on him, and I am obsessed.
Skeleton is when you Peloton until you die.
That will actually be Brandie. I think we should get her a shirt that says "Bury me on my Peloton."
Yeah. Your skeleton.
My skeleton.
You'll be dead, but your ass will look amazing.
For real. Shout out to that Peloton app. It's been real weird watching all of the fitness instructors do Eminem-themed fitness workouts over this last month, and I'm like, this is a weird look for Valentine's Day. He don't like women at all.
How well my ass is going to look from that Peloton. Bury me in an open casket, face down.
Face down.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh, the sniper that is Carter. I miss your face.
Man. Well,
oh my gosh. I did not decorate Skelly. I did not.
He looks great.
Just I was gone at the time, but Brandie likes to give him a little decoration. Shout out to the 99-cent store and their fine tablecloth selection.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what the little toga was. So for those listening, if you've not heard our Halloween episode from 2021, we did the Ghost of Monsters 2 underneath the skeleton in its full Halloweenness.
Yes.
But we're decorating it for all the seasons out here, I guess. And now it's wearing a Cupid-like little toga. And it's got a bow and arrow and some love arrows. It looks great.
We figured, if he's gonna, or she, we don't know, if they are gonna have a...
You'd have to look at the hip bone to know for sure.
Yeah, if they're gonna have a successful Halloween, we should, not Halloween, love Halloween. That's Valentine's Day, right?
Love Halloween, yes. Love
the scary love holiday.
The scary love holiday. If we're gonna have this...
Honey, I want to try something new. Oh, no.
I took you out for a pre-selected menu dinner.
At Red Lobster.
$75 each. It was bad.
It was Red Lobster.
Exactly. How do you feel about anal douching? It's gonna be. How do you feel? I brought toys. Anyway, we decided to cover up his scussy.
Okay, gotcha.
Which is the apparatus for which you turn on and off, and also happens to be where the genitalia would be if it had parts.
Is that the coccyx?
The coccyx. The bottom of the coccyx.
Well, that's the ass bone.
That's the ass bone.
This is more of a pelvic bone.
It is a scoosy. It's a scussy. It's a scussy.
Does it make like groaning noises when you turn it on?
I hope so. I wish it would just be like right there, and I'd be like, yes.
It's such a nice, it's such a lovely thing to have, decorated for holidays. I'm sure, with the amount that goes into it, that you have to pick the holidays. Kind of like, you can't just do it for Arbor Day or whatever, you know what I mean? Like put him in a tree or something.
I'm putting in a request, and I'll come out and help. I'm putting in a request for Mardi Gras. We gotta get some beads and a big hat, make him into Baron Samedi.
We can see how many beads we can get on this fool. I can't take any credit. This has been Brandie's dream. I just get to live in the presence of this. I'll be more into the potted plants around because I'm a plant lady now. I'm a 39-year-old single woman. I am a plant woman now. That's how plants happen.
Me too. Hey.
Yeah. It's just all of a sudden you get to an age and you're like, well, I guess plants?
Cactuses? Cactuses.
I just see Rivers doing it, and it seems very gratifying.
Oh, it is.
You know what I mean? Like you have the little routine.
Yeah. Well, and also just on a practical level, I mean, summer tomatoes on a BLT.
Sure.
Fucking unbeatable.
Those Disgraceland pickles.
And the pickles, yeah.
The Disgraceland pickles are... I mean, we're still saving a jar. Like I don't know, but they're just in there looking beautiful, and I stare at them every day.
Oh yeah,
the pickles are the crown jewel of the patio garden.
Well, I didn't do any this year because they turned into a jungle so bad the previous summer in 2020 when I had time to devote my full attention to a garden because it was 2020. The backyard, it was a goddamn jungle. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I realized that my favorite thing with the tomatoes, it's very specific to a great BLT, having the homegrown tomatoes. That is key, non-negotiable. The cucumbers, it's like the magic is in the brine and the process. I liked making the pickles,
right?
And I was like, I don't need to grow the damn cucumber. So I just started going to farmers markets and buying them from farmers because I'm like, it's the same goddamn thing.
Probably meet every farmer. You get to know them.
Yeah,
right.
You're. Oh God, you could be the king of the farmers market, Rivers. I see this for you.
I gotta negotiate with your co-host on 12 Questions, Dave Yates, at some point. Like, all right, you're obviously the hot sauce guy. I defer to you. Can I be the pickle guy? Does that seem like too Jace?
I think you're the pickle guy.
Okay,
I think you should be the pickle guy for sure.
Because I'm so. For those that don't know, our mutual friend Dave Yates makes hot sauce,
delicious.
Which you should buy off his website.
Yeah.
It makes pizza 1,000 times better, and pizza's already great.
Really good.
Yeah.
But every time I think about that idea, because he does stand up and then he sells hot sauce after the
People
show,
buy it.
and he sells a lot of it because it's really good, and he's a funny guy, and I'm extremely jealous of that. More so than any comedian's merch idea I've ever heard. I'm just like, God, that's genius. Because you're right. Like the hot sauce sits there, you put it on stuff. People are at your house, and they're like, oh, you start telling them about the hot sauce, and then you start telling them about the performance. It's a promotion that just keeps going and going.
It's better than a T-shirt.
I'm telling you,
You can't eat a T-shirt.
Yeah.
You can't eat a T-shirt. That should be on a T-shirt. That's your merch.
As much as I love
Carter's new merch, you can't eat a T-shirt.
You can't eat this T-shirt.
As much as I love
You can support your boy.
as much as I love my "I'm with Get Her Done" shirt, that has the arrow.
I love it.
If you can read this, the Get Her Done fell off.
I wish I had one of these shirts. I saw Zach Galifianakis at Bonnaroo in probably 2005, something like that. And it was right when they first started doing like the comedy tents or whatever.
Right.
And Zach was wearing a Jesus Got Her Done shirt. That was produced completely unironically.
He probably went to a local gas station.
I know, they just stopped. They were at a truck
like,
stop.
I
Absolutely.
need myself a little slit. Oh, the best shirt ever.
Because that was 05. That was the height of Larry the Cable Guy. So,
performance artiste.
That's before they were being like rummaged through. Like,
right.
I mean, that was like right on the tip of it being like ironic to have like a very lame thrift store T-shirt.
Right.
Yeah.
But like now you see him, I don't know. It's always like some unfortunate situation now when you see it.
Right.
You're like, oh, your body's disorganized. That's hiding a crime.
Yeah. Or it's like someone just kind of wandering around outside and they have a shirt on that says like, but first coffee or something.
Well, I have to say that I don't, it's not a merch, but the gift that keeps on giving is being a guest on this podcast. We had a little tour.
Oh, yeah. How was that? I was going to ask.
Fest. We did the Fast and the Furious tour. I toured the Midwest. I had never been to the Midwest.
Oh, yeah?
There's a lot of places I haven't been because COVID got in the way. I was going to go to the South. I was going to go to New York. I was going to go anyway.
Sure.
So we're driving through, and it was the Goods from the Woods fans that came out.
Oh, wow.
Almost every show. They were like, yeah, we heard you on Goods from the Woods. It came up so much.
Oh, that's awesome.
I just want to say I love you guys, and I adore you, and thank you for coming out, and just you rock. I just want to say that to everybody.
Shout out to everybody listening.
There's some studs out there. There's some real studs out there.
The Studiverse coming out strong for Brandie and Anna. That's awesome.
It was really fun.
Yeah,
it was super cool. So,
did you guys have any crazy experiences or anything?
I lost my wallet in Wall, South Dakota with $450
at Wall Drug.
At Wall Drug.
Oh no!
I called them in a panic. They were like, "We did not find it." 2 hours later, they called me back. They said, "Not only did we find it, all the money is in it."
Whoa!
I said, "Take out $20 and give it to the person who found it, and take out $20 for yourself." And it was very funny because I had just done a tour with a family from Romania. And the woman, I remember she was like, we were in San Francisco, and I went to I can't do accents. I went to Alcatraz, and it was okay. And I was like, it's
a fucking prison.
I was like, that's America's most notorious. Excuse me. She goes, I'm from Romania. That's what we do.
I went to school in a place like that.
Building
They
like
did not
this.
have a good. There was no the Burger King attached was not very good.
Yeah. So then I
seagull shat on me.
I called the lady, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so grateful. She's like, we're going to send it to you. I was like, oh, thank you, Christina. Shout out to Christina from Wall Drug.
Yeah.
And then I go, I just, our friend Kevin Casey White told me to believe in Midwestern kindness, and I officially do. Thank you so much. What a beautiful place. And she said, I kid you not, I am from Romania. And I love Wall, South Dakota. I never want to leave Wall, South Dakota. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck's going on in Romania? Jesus Christ.
There's like the owner of Wall Drug just has a gun to her head. Say it.
I know. I was like,
go back to Vampire Land? His best place is
there's no bat transforming to human and vice versa.
No blood drinkers who seduce you.
Yeah, that was basically it. I was like, are they okay? Carter, I'm stealing that for the bit. God damn.
Hey, that's all you. That's all you.
You caught it, because I just Googled what the fuck's going on in Romania, and it was grim. There was.
I can imagine.
First headline that came up was like, how the Romanian Secret Service ruined my childhood. I was like, Jesus! But vampires, that's fun.
Listen to the creatures of the night, what sounds they make. Specifically, the animatronic Tyrannosaurus Rex at Waldron.
Oh my God, it was beautiful. I saw Mount Rushmore for the first time at night, like 10:30 at night. Park closes at 11, and it was butt ass cold.
That's all you need is 30 minutes at that place.
Yeah, I've heard. Is it underwhelming?
It's a damn tourist trap. It's in my opinion, it's the least interesting thing in that area. Like the Custer Wildlife Loop is where it's at.
The Bigfoot's carved out of entire trees down below. Very
that was
great.
awesome.
We stopped there.
Cool.
But I do recommend.
I took a picture of that.
See Mount Rushmore at night, because you can flip it off all you want. No one's going to be mad. And number two, it was gorgeous. It was we were the only people there.
Yeah.
Like, it was beautiful.
And they have it like lit up and stuff.
It was lit up. It was gorgeous.
You go through Christmas ornaments during the day, and you're like, this must be something at night.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I was like, oh, I feel like I'm in National Treasure right now. Like, I'm going to find a map. Like, I was
North by Northwest.
Yes, it was gorgeous. It was absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I had a custard from Culver's. Is that what it's called?
Oh, yes, Culver's.
Heard of Culver's.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. If you come to California and you have the audacity to come to my city and tell me without ordering it correctly that an In-N-Out burger is overrated, I will fight you unless you are from two of these states. If you are from Wisconsin or North Carolina with your cookout situation,
cookout, you cannot fuck
that
with
shit
it.
slaps.
Yeah,
you guys fucking rule. You're right. You're fine. You're fine.
Anna, if you want an invitation, if you need more of an invitation to come to my hometown, we have a cookout and a Culver's in the same parking lot in front of our dead mall
in Auburn.
In Auburn.
Yeah.
God. So
yes, that's it.
Come on down for the boogie. We'll do some stand up. We'll see the people.
Oh, I want to meet your beautiful family. I want to know what it's like to be so funny and have family that hugged you enough. Like, what is this?
Bob and Gail would love to see you.
Bob and Gail. I want to go to the dead mall. I want to go to all of your fast food restaurants.
By the way, my mom called me yesterday. They're both of my parents are retired, and they, as I think I've mentioned on the show, they've with retirement, one of the
great
next
responsibility
comes great responsibility and bird watching.
They're birders now.
So they have this, they have this huge window on the back of their house that overlooks the backyard. My dad has a turtle friend. There's a turtle that comes that comes out of the little creek that runs to the backyard and crosses the yard every day. And my dad gets so hyped. He's like, "Oh, he's out there!" And he'll run out there and feed him lettuce and stuff. And
this is how Tony Soprano got started.
But my
That's a good point.
But my mom called me yesterday to say that they were looking at, I think it was they had cedar waxwings in the backyard. This migratory bird making their little stopover in Alabama, and so they were looking at that, and there was a cedar waxwing on the windowsill, and then as they're looking at it, a hawk came out of nowhere and just snatched it up and just killed it. Like, right?
Turtle?
No. The bird.
Cedar waxwing? Yeah.
And so, my mom is like, the hawk's, it's a really pretty bird, but he's killed like 15 birds at this point.
Yo.
So that's the news from Auburn, Alabama, where the hawks are murderous.
That's so fun. When I lived in San Luis Obispo, I lived on this creek, right? It's this creek that runs through town. All the kids used to grow up playing in it, and now it's polluted, so you can't. But there is, so we lived right off this Creek, and my cat, my little tiny 4-pound wisp of a cat, looks like a perma kitten, is just out there dicking around in the yard, and I see 2 huge hawks just swooping down. And I think they're mating. I don't know what's happening, but I don't want them to need an after coitus snack. So I run out with a broom and I'm chasing hawks around with a broom to protect my cat. If you wanted to know if I was going to become a spinster, that's the spell right there. When you're fighting nature, you're like, get away from my cat that can't live on the streets because it's useless. You can't. My luxury animal. I need her for my anxiety. I'm just fighting hawks. Anyway, no hawks were injured. I wasn't injured. That could have been bad. Hawks are scary.
Me and Carly actually went to San Luis Obispo for the first time. I'd never been before.
Oh, you should have told me.
I was when we were there.
I could have curated an entire eating expedition for you.
Okay,
because that's all people do up there is they go to Costco.
Right.
They drive past beautiful things and go, God, I wish I lived. They drive past beautiful things and go, I'm so glad I live where it's beautiful. Then they go in their house, they watch The Voice, and they eat what they got from Costco. They also go out to dinner a lot. Yeah.
It seemed like a very friendly place. I had no idea it was that green. It was just surrounded by these it's gorgeous. And it's 20 minutes from the ocean.
Yeah.
And it's just and I remember that you were from there, or you lived there for a while.
Yeah, I was born there and I lived there for a while. It's where it's a grim story. People are like, so I grew up in Northern California, and well, why'd you move to San Luis Obispo? That's where my dad wanted to die. And they were like, what? And I'm like, that's the facts.
That's the facts, Jack.
Yeah, this Tinder date's going great. But
it's very pleasant. I mean, it's so pleasant. I didn't know what to. I knew a lot of wine was made there and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's near Paso Robles and stuff. We went to.
Did you go to the light thing in Paso? That's
we didn't.
The new attraction.
It was down that time. For some reason, it was down Sensoria or something.
Morro Rock.
God, we missed out on a bunch of stuff. We didn't do it right.
Listen, next time you go up, listen to me. Listen, you're going to eat at a place called Jocko's.
Jocko's.
Jocko's is where the locals eat.
Okay.
And that's a barbecue spot. And California barbecue is controversial. It's really more grilling. It's a lot of dry rub, and it's a lot of
I was going to say it's smokier, right?
It's a lot. Yeah, it's smokier, but it's also not smoked. It's
no low and slow.
No low and slow. We're going, if maximum on tri-tips, probably about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe. If that's if you're hanging out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then you want to go to Jocko's, get the beef ribs or steak sandwich, tri-tip, you're going to be living. Or you can go on a Thursday night to
the night market.
The night market downtown.
The night market is one of the oldest farmers markets in the state. It used to have fruits and vegetables. It now mostly just is meat. So it's just barbecued meat. And then you eat ribs in the street. You can try every barbecue joint in the place. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go up to Morro Bay and go to this little place called Nick's 2. And it is a little oyster stand.
They killed Nick 1.
Nick 1.
We
don't talk about Nick 1.
We don't talk about Nick 1.
Yeah, there's it's like the offshoot smaller restaurant to a big restaurant, right?
Like a Carl's Jr.
Exactly. It's like their tiny stand, and you're gonna get barbecued oysters.
Yeah,
and they're barbecued with butter and garlic. And I don't like oysters, but I will eat a dozen of those things easily.
Ooh,
delicious.
Okay.
Anyway, those are my food recommendations for the Central Coast.
Did it wrong?
Get it. And when you get tri-tip, don't get it with barbecue sauce. Get it with salsa. That's how the local.
Okay. God, I want to go straight back. That sounds fucking great. Yeah.
You're Anna, you're making me thirsty.
Ooh.
Oh boy!
Today,
you know what that means. Time for a can from a gas station.
Let's.
What is it?
So today, first of all, I wanted to shout out our friend Nashville Will,
Nashville Will,
musician and driver extraordinaire of Keith and Tom that I met down south. He's also a listener to the show. He sent me a big old care package actually with a bunch of stuff in it, and amongst them was this. This is Sour Patch Kids Blue Raspberry Ghost.
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 Yo, Will. I'm so excited. These are all my favorite things. Sour Patch Kids, energy drinks, blue.
Blue.
I was going to say, I was like, when I heard Sour Patch Kid, I was like, and then I heard blue. I was like, I like blue.
Yeah.
I love blue.
Who doesn't love blue?
Well, let's get
into it.
Get into it.
I got to see too, just from a 0 calorie, 0 sugar.
5 calories.
Keto.
Yeah.
You know.
This is and Ghost, by the way, they're holding out on us. I'm going to call them out because they do make a pre-workout.
Yeah.
So their big thing is like they have all the supplements and stuff, and the energy drinks are kind of their side hustle.
Uh-huh.
They have a Sonic ocean water flavored pre-workout, but no ocean water canned energy drink.
Okay,
well,
I gotta say this.
I'm not making this shit myself.
12-step people, they used to get clean, and they go to Denny's, and they just like eat all the French fries, drink the ranch, hit on the waitress.
Sure.
Like it used to just be we'd all gain 50 to 100 pounds. Like it was great. Now they get clean, they start vaping, they get a gym membership, and then they start slamming pre-workout like it's not just meth.
Right.
And and then they're like I know a guy that just puts the dry pre-workout in his mouth.
Whoa.
Swishes water.
You ought not be doing that.
The gym, never stretched in his life. Listen to me, straight men. Listen to me, and I know it's you, cishet straight men, probably white. Listen to me. Look into your device.
Look into your car. Yeah.
Look into your device.
Yeah.
Listen to me. Stretch. Drink water. For the love of fuck. Anyway, I don't know why I've got that. And also eat before you work out, you psychos. You're gonna faint like a woman with a wasting disease.
I mean, yeah. I guess it is that thing. I mean, with and you could speak to the 12-step people. I mean, it's caffeine. You start leaning on caffeine really hard.
Yeah.
So it's
I love a caffeine.
Yeah, right. I mean, who doesn't? I love a caffeine.
Well, let's hold for a moment for everybody's favorite part of the show.
Waiting for this all day.
It's a strange ASMR thing we go for.
Nice and
it's like us drinking, and then like the cracking of the can is pretty satisfying, I guess.
Yeah. But this is the money shot.
Maybe there's some people who are listening to this. It's the only way they can come is to listen to the cracking of the can.
The cracking.
Hope we're doing that for some people.
Okay, I'm gonna smell it. We've got.
It smells authentic.
Wow, it smells so blue. You can really get the hints of.
It all just sounds like it's like the sound like our liver makes the same noise. Just sizzling.
Wow, it really does smell so blue. How is it, Carter?
Oh man!
Oh, his face.
It's like it is. That's candy residue, 100%. Dude.
Candy residue. The can claims sweet and then sour.
Yeah, sweet and then some. What do you think?
The problem.
Yeah.
Is the lack of sugar. It's not bad if you fucks with artificial sweetening. Like if you like that ice drink you get from Costco.
Oh God, yeah.
It's like a flavored water. All moms love it. Like it's like that. It somehow occupies the same part of your brain that Diet Coke does.
Yeah. What was the name of that shit?
It's ice.
It's called ice.
That's right, ice. Yeah.
Yeah, ice. It has that same kind of ice aftertaste.
It does kind of remind me of ice. It kind of looks like it too. I'd imagine if it wasn't in the can. You know?
Yeah.
Or like when you're at the CVS and you're like, I'm gonna get a bubbly water, and then it's like, you want this one that's flavored like pineapple, and you're like, oh, I bet that's delicious, and then you taste it and you're like, ugh, gross. It tastes like menopause.
So this can, classic to most energy drinks, has a lot of weird pablum on the side. So this can contains Carnipure carnitine. So
what in the hell?
Pretty common occurring.
And guess what?
Vitamin.
There's 1,000 milligrams of Carnipure carnitine.
What in the fuck is Carnipure carnitine?
It doesn't say. Why would you ask these questions?
Grow a titty out of my head.
What if like I temporarily like made my vision better to where I didn't need glasses, and then the next day I was just blind.
I could see.
You go all sound of metal, just gone. I lost a sense.
But I think I'd prefer ice to it. You get to keep your senses.
It's got 100 milligrams of neurofactor,
That's all right.
Alex Jones.
Yeah.
Full of Alex Jones juice.
Well, it gives you
This is smart juice.
it gives you legendary energy and epic focus.
That's good.
and
So-
anal leakage. There's no way this doesn't cause anal leakage.
Zero sugar, 200 milligrams of caffeine in this can right here. So
I'm getting the sweats. I'm starting to kind of see stuff.
yeah. Well, that might be the alpha GPC.
The alpha G.
Oh, I bet there's amino acids in this.
Oh, I'm sure
you know
there
how
is.
Bang has amino acids in it? I've never felt more betrayed by an energy drink before. I was like, I'm part of the Red Bull generation. How fucking dare you make this taste like salad dressing do? Why is there oil in this? I'm gonna fight you. I'd rather have a what was the military one?
Rip it.
Oh my god, I was doing
I don't want this soda Mike's way. Thank you very much.
I was doing a show in San Diego, and there's a military base down there, and these two guys were just like, at one point they got too amped, right? They were like, yeah, no. I was like, man, shut the fuck up with that rip it energy. And he lost his shit. I was like, yeah, I've met people in the military, but I was just anyway.
Yeah.
I just met
The more you know.
Rip it was a sensitive subject. He was like, he knew a buddy who was like, he'd been shot in the gut, and he was like pouring Rip it all over. He's like, come on, stay with me.
Wait, I know, right. Bless his heart. Anyway, he did laugh. It was very funny. Oh, I'm not going to stop drinking.
I know.
I finished it.
I just had to sling it back. Yeah.
I love all of our commitments to finishing the energy.
You know, it's and shout out to our friend Paul in the UK, keeping track of all of our energy drinks over at his handy dandy spreadsheet.
Doing the Lord's work. Yeah. What are like the columns that he's made for it? Like,
just the
good,
brand,
bad.
the date, the episode number. It's actually very handy because people will tweet at me and be like, "Oh, have you tried this one?" And I'm like, "Corona Diaries 127, May 1st, whatever." Like I just know
You
it.
guys are prolific. Also, I'm going to say the last drink was the best one. It does grow on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what I was expecting. Maybe I was expecting it to be more intense, and when it's like kind of not as intense.
You're expecting a Sour Patch.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was expecting a Sour Patch Kid. When it's not like as intense as that, then you're like kind of.
Well, and this one is fiddling with tradition too because they are based out of Las Vegas. And not, near international waters like all of the other energy drink companies are.
Las Vegas is inland international waters.
I mean, yeah, I guess there's no God or law there. So,
But there are $8,000 Adele tickets.
Oh, I know. I was like, I'd see Adele. And then I was like, I can't see Adele. I'm in community college. I'm in a lot of clinical research trials right now. I can't see Adele.
I did bring a story from Las Vegas actually.
Ooh.
So this will tie in perfectly. This is from their new station KLAS. 46-year-old Brian Gower was arrested at the Strat Hotel. Which they have a fun comedy show there, actually.
Fun's a word.
Interesting, another word.
At the Strat Hotel and Casino after threatening to blow up the building. Officers wrote an arrest report. Gower now faces one count of making threats of conveying false information concerning an act of terrorism after an incident Friday morning. According to police, while they were talking with Gower, he was, quote, saying random things and talking about his ex-wife and Joe Rogan, the report says.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
So,
Wait, are you telling me this guy did not sign up to be a hero?
A comedian's job is
comedian's job is to lock the door before you close up the Ruby Tuesdays at night.
I can't wait
to take the trash out.
I can't wait till it just devolves into a comedian's job is Hodor. Like it's just gotten crazy.
It's gotten it's been run to the ground, and I hate to bring it into real life.
Gower stated to an officer that he had, and I'm quoting, a grenade in his ass, and he wanted to fart. So that's why he's in jail.
Oh no!
Flawless execution.
Officers.
Did he have a finger like right there?
Pull it, goddammit! I'm blowing this casino up. Pull my finger.
I'm done. I'll never be funnier than that man. He wins. What was the name of the station?
KLAS is the name of the.
Okay.
That's where I get the story from. So officers said that Gower had previously spoken to hotel security, telling them that they had 15 minutes to evacuate the building, or the grenade in his ass would explode.
Why was everyone buying that he could trigger the grenade by farting?
I'm going to tell you what I think. I have to read the last 2 sentences.
Okay.
Very powerful. What's the button up there for the men's?
Prostate.
Prostate.
Yes.
It's like connected to his prostate. He's like, I'm gonna fart, come and die at once. I'm gonna get all the DMT. Take that, Rogan.
The same way Wilford Brimley went. Nothing left but a mustache.
Just kind of floating like a feather.
Yeah, like in Forrest Gump.
Like a Forrest Gump, yeah.
Carter, you fucking sniper.
Officers did not find any explosives on Gower, and they took him to the Clark County Jail. Now, here's I'm going to read the last sentence, and then I'm going to tell you my theory. Records showed that Gower was arrested in 2021 after making a similar threat at another hotel in downtown Las Vegas. So,
I mean,
that's his thing.
It's
So
really a lawless land.
Here's what I believe. I believe that security has given this guy as much leash as they were going to give him. He's probably been in there talking about ass grenades every night for the past week.
Right.
And they were finally just like,
sure, bud. Yeah.
you've left me no option. I actually have to watch this table in case there's someone I need to, bury in the desert. I don't have time to talk to the ass grenade man. And he gave him chances. I'd bet my bottom
your line
dollar.
of credit ran out.
This man was given chance. Mr. Gower, Brian Gower, was given chances.
Every time. This is the strat. We're not.
It's not the Bellagio.
This is not the Bellagio.
It's not the Venetian.
This is not the Venetian.
It's not even the Trump.
You know what? The Tropicana, I could see this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
maybe the D?
maybe the D. But you're...
Well, it's
dude. You know what? My wife just let me. I'm calling the cops tonight. Like, that's literally what happened.
Also, it's funny that he got arrested for doing the same thing in downtown Las Vegas, which that's Fremont Street. That's
old
like
Vegas. Don't try to blow up old Vegas.
Yeah,
the best part of Vegas.
Yeah,
it's the best part of Vegas. I love Fremont.
They don't need your ass grenades. Come on, Brian. We got Valentine's Day coming up. We mentioned the skeletons all dressed up for it coming up on Monday. I think this is very exciting. If we have any couples that are thinking about taking the plunge out there, I might have a great opportunity for you. So this is from Loudwire, which is a rock and roll.
It's a metal publication.
Metal publication. They're
man music.
This is ex-Marine workout music.
This is the music you drink your rip it to.
Yeah. I got all the ocean water ghost pre-workout stocked away.
Or as I call it, Latino guys with my hairdo in LA.
So this is from Loudwire. There's nothing like sharing the music you love with someone you love. And music fans will have a chance to do that, and perhaps even tie the knot in the process during the inaugural Honeymoon Rock Fest, taking place March 18th through 20th in Oklahoma City at Remington Park.
Who we got? Who we got?
Quote, people are coming to Oklahoma from all over the country to be a part of this one-of-a-kind event, says organizer Leah Sigler. Honeymoon Rock Festival is a music festival to celebrate love, and that's exactly what people need right now, she adds. The world today seems so divided, and this is our chance to bring people together and raise a glass to the things that unite us all. Great music, romance, lifetime devotion.
They ain't got a mask mandate, you could tell.
There ain't no mask. Yeah, they're like we want people making love,
and die.
making love in the dirt, brother. That's what it was all about. back in Woodstock.
We share chapstick.
we're all we call freely out here, brother.
This is a truly original event, and there has never been anything like this anywhere ever.
A dating-themed festival?
Sigler is it's better than that. Sigler is a musician who initially created the festival as a celebration of her own marriage, which is going to be coming up the day before the festival starts. So this is literally a woman who's a musician is getting married, and then I guess was talking to her betrothed or soon to be betrothed, and was like, hey, we should have a festival as our honeymoon. So this is from their official website. Brought to you by Skytech Data Solutions. Honeymoon Rockfest is a music festival to celebrate rock and love. The founder, Leia, is marrying Philip on March 17th, right before the music festival.
What in the narcissism destination wedding bullshit?
So
Leia, I was with you, girl. I was like, this is just some PR job. Now, Leia, now you're roping. How dare you?
So what this is for $1,500.
Oh, Firefest.
Yes,
you
got
can
Firefest vibes. Yeah.
Well, so $1,500 is the low end. So on the Coachella,
those are the nosebleeds or $1,500.
Well, no. On the Coachella poster where there's the big names, it'll be like Kanye and Dojo Cat or whatever.
Dojo Cat.
I don't know what anything is.
That's my name. Oh, I'm gonna change that on my Twitter right now.
DJ Dojo Cat.
So there's the big names, and then there's the smaller fonts. So if you want one of the opening acts to marry you on stage,
if you want the swinging udders to marry you on stage,
$1,500.
Swinging udders. And I saw them when I was like 14. Someone grabbed my boob while they were on stage.
Oh no!
And and for $2,500, you can have a headliner marry you. So who's playing this little?
I'm so curious. I'm curious
festival.
what band she's in. What's the thing?
I think it's a local band that she's in. But on Friday, March 18th, the top spot. So for $2,500. Puddle of Mud will marry your stupid ass.
Sir. It's a butt rock fest. Hell yeah.
Buddy,
Are they a Christian rock band?
No, you're thinking of Switchfoot. No. Puddle of Mud is...
That's right.
They're the same looking people. No, Puddle of Mud is, she fucking hates me.
No. He was the less famous backwards fitted Cap.
Yes, and we talked about this during the Corona Diaries. He's also the guy who attempted to cover live on Sirius XM. Was it About a Girl or some Nirvana song? And he could not do it. So
can't get there.
We'll hear a little clip right here.
I can see you every night, rain. I do.
Yeah, it's fucking rough. He's like straining his voice. It's so bad.
You could tell he loves that song too, and he's like his band modeled his band around Nirvana, and then filtered it through nu metal butt rock. But it's like, God, my man can't get there.
You gotta stay in your lane. You gotta take a tip from Andrew WK. And stay in your fucking lane, man.
Hell yeah, in the party lane.
Stay party lane.
So
know where you're at, Party City. Okay.
So if you wanted to get married on Friday, $2,500 to get married by Puddle of Mud, or for $1,500, here's the B line, Fuel.
Ooh,
we've got
this is like VH1 nu metal too, like not even like the good shit, like the Limp Bizkit, Korn.
We're about to take a little turn, so we got Fuel, Wheatus.
'Cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag.
I had a job when that came out, so that song doesn't exist to me.
Was that job PacSun? It was PacSun, right?
No, I was a grocery bagger, but similar.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I was working to go to PacSun and buy a $70 swimsuit. I would never fit in again.
So they got Wheatus, and then also, and this, this might be kind of cool because they're my favorite on Twitter. Eve6 is also there. Yeah.
Okay, now we're back. Max,
okay, all
Max,
right.
if you're listening.
Max, shout out.
We trying to schedule that pod, bruh.
Yeah. So Saturday for $2,500, the headliner who could marry you, which this might be good because it'll get you a little closer to God. Scott Stapp from Creed. Solo, baby.
Solo.
You guys gotta get married. Carter, get your lady, get married. Come on.
I know it is Carly's Carly told me a bunch of times that
Do
she
it
wants
for the
to be
bit.
married by Scott Stepp. She's like, buy or two. And I was like, is it better if I talk like this? And she still doesn't. He's not doing it for him.
For the bit.
All right, I'll reach out to him.
Well, Saturday.
I know his cocaine / meth dealer / Bible dealer.
Bible dealer.
I can get in there and it's Carly's dream, and it's I can make it happen by Monday probably.
What a delay.
The other bands that you could possibly have to marry you Saturday for only $1,500, Saliva.
Saliva seems like they were going to be on there.
Definitely.
And then there's a bunch I've never heard of. Saving Abel,
Nope.
These are like
Silent Theory, and Power Man 5000.
I remember Power Man 5000.
yeah.
huge fan back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Big PM 5K
These
guy
are
right here.
all staples of our Jam of the Day series, too. That's the thing. So,
I bet their YouTube comments are the best.
oh, yeah. We did one a couple weeks ago with Luke Jensen and Monica Scott. We went through, and my favorite one was a guy who was like, in the video, there is a monster, and it used to scare me, but today I'd beat that monster's stupid fucking ass. It was a guy just being like, oh, my God.
When comedians get super bummed out, they're like, somebody was mean to me on YouTube. I'm like, okay, first off, don't read the comments. It's not your business. It's not your business what anybody thinks about you, number one. Number two, unless somebody's trying to say, like, don't say the N-word a bunch.
Right.
Then, like, maybe.
I would heed,
Yeah. Hold the transphobia. You know what I mean? Like, take a note. But if most YouTube comments are like, your nose is big, your hair is stupid, or whatever. And I'm like, if you want to know the validity of YouTube comments, go to, I always tell them, listen to the Good Still Woods podcast.
Yeah.
And then I'm
Why,
like,
thank you.
just go to a popular late 90s, early 2000s jock rock jam.
Yeah.
And then start reading the YouTube comments, and eventually you'll find Russian spies talking to each other in cryptic things.
Right.
You'll find
they're
dads
sending coordinates for sure in crazy drunken
Yeah, dads just working out their issues, like people being upset, yelling at other people on there that don't matter. And it's like, Jenny, I'm so mad at you. Like, it's like, like you'll see all the things that your podcast has uncovered for us.
Right.
There's a lot of drunken front porch omissions to the woods.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, stuff that you should say to your therapist or put in your journal or something.
Right.
Yeah, we got one more day of the
Oh my God,
festival,
I'm so excited. We haven't even gotten all the way through.
Closing it out March 20th, Sunday night for $2,500.
The big headliner.
Yeah,
The big headliner.
Okay.
Sugar Ray can marry you in
right,
Oklahoma,
all
just
right.
like you've always dreamed.
Mark McGrath.
Mark McGrath.
The best thing about Sugar Ray is I always think that they did that song, Come My Lady, Come My Lady.
Oh,
They did not.
that's Crazy
I
Town.
did not. Crazy Town, the knockoff of them did that.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm obsessed. One thing I didn't tell you about the tour. I did meet a child that looked exactly like Machine Gun Kelly.
They all do nowadays, damn
Hold
it.
on. Yes, they all do. And I say child because him and his friend in their early 20s definitely tried to seduce me.
Oh,
and
good.
I'm about to show you a photo of
This Machine Gun Kelly man?
this Machine Gun Kelly boy. They were clearly in Nebraska to sell drugs. And I was like, man, I am not serving what
There's
you're
only two
selling.
reasons to go to Nebraska: sell drugs and bury Joe Pesci in a cornfield.
Whoa, he looks just like, even like if he didn't have all the shit. Like,
Was it Machine Gun Kelly? We don't know. It could have been. I
Wow.
don't think so. But they just waltzed right up to me after the show and they were like, hey, girl, what's up? And I'm like, yo, the both of you? And they were like, yeah. Like, they were like, one of us is going to fuck this lady. Maybe both of us. We don't know. And then this young lady was trying to bone one of the other comics on the tour. And when he decided that was a no-go, she started talking to Machine Gun Kelly. And right before I left, like a little chaos agent, I just walked up to the two of them. I put my hands on their shoulders and I said, hey, here's the deal. Because he hates being called Machine Gun Kelly. He's like, people say I look like him. He looks like me. And I'm like, you're in Lincoln, Nebraska. Shut the fuck up. And I was like, here's the deal, babies. You want a bone and you want a bone. Here's what you need to do to bone this man. Stop saying he looks like Machine Gun Kelly. And sir, what you need to do to bone this lady is ask her to read you her poetry. And then I just walked away. And I was like, I feel like I did God's work.
it's like a strip mall jewel. Just you and Pop Gun Curtis kiss.
Episode title.
Carter, your punch-ups are the best.
Pop
Thank
Gun
you.
Curtis.
Pop Gun Curtis. Oh
Looks
my
like
God.
me.
Also, what jogged my memory is that kid dropped the N-word hard, and I was like, young man, you can't speak like that.
Goodness.
And he
Oh, boy.
was like, well, and I was like, no, for real. And then he still kept trying to bone.
Boy.
It's getting weird, man. It's getting
He's
weird.
like, I'm pulling 30 likes per post.
Like, I can't. Face tattoos? I'm an elder millennial. You can't do this to me. I got gray pubes. Get out of here. How dare you?
For $1,500, this is the second tier. So
my
so
God.
Sugar Ray, the second tier, $1,500. Everclear.
Oh, you know what?
Not a bad band.
Hold on. Sparkle and Fade is one of my favorite summer albums.
I was talking to this about a friend of the show, Chris Croft, and they're a good band.
It is
They're a good
a
band.
start to finish great album. The one after that, also start to finish great album. They're a really good band.
I now pronounce myself Art Alexakis.
I will buy you a new life.
Husband and wife.
Yeah, you know what? That's actually, I'd like that.
There's Everclear. There's Candlebox. And then there is Sister Hazel. And
It's a crazy game of poker. And that's them, right? That's OAR.
no. Sister Hazel is you think this song is Counting Crows, but it's not.
That's it, man.
That's Sister Hazel. Funniest thing, I know I've told this story on the show, but it's quick. Sister Hazel used to play, if you went to college in the South in the 2000s, you saw Sister Hazel whether you wanted to or not. They just played every college.
They were a NACA act.
They were a big NAC act, and
make
they were
that money.
They were playing on the president of Auburn University has a big house on campus, and they have like events out on the lawn. So on the president's house lawn, they were playing, and they played that song, and then some guy yells up to the stage and goes, "Long December," and the guy goes, "That's not us," and he was furious.
That had to be a Ryan Adams Summer of '69
Dude,
situation.
It was one of the funny. I wish I had done it. It's one of the funniest things I've ever witnessed.
I think if you're a band that sounds just like another band, you should have a couple of their songs in your back pocket and just be like, whatever. We're
I think
paid.
I think they're kind of like a low key like jam band. So that song they're known for sounds like Counting Crows. Also, I should add, rock personality Matt Pinfield will be on hand.
What's up, guys? Headbangers Balls own Matt Pinfield.
God.
So you could also get married by Matt Pinfield from Headbangers Ball.
I'm going to say, if you're going to get married at this festival, you got to get married on day 2.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say Matt Pinfield so here's the deal. You can go Eve 6, Matt Pinfield, or Everclear. I think those are my top picks.
Yeah, I would
agree.
Yeah.
I would tend to
I
agree
think
with
that's
that.
going to... and then if you pick Everclear, you also have to get them to play Heroin Girl right afterwards for funsies, just to make everyone laugh.
I would personally go with Power Man 5000.
Yeah,
just because loved him as a child. I've heard Spider One, Spider Zombie. You know,
Wait, which one is Spider Zombie?
It's Rob Zombie's brother.
The lead singer of Power Man 5000 is Rob Zombie's little brother.
What?
But he goes by Spider One.
He goes, yeah.
Spider One.
Yeah,
It's Spider One.
Not
Yes.
Spider Zombie.
Yeah, I know, right?
You got to carry the name.
You're leaving money on the table, son.
He's leaving money on the table for sure.
Bruh. Yeah, branding. Stay
Branding.
with it.
Stay-
Does he have dreads too?
No, his whole thing is like spiky, stuck my finger in an electrical socket.
I'm not my brother.
I'm a mad scientist.
Right.
He's a dead
I'm not
man.
my brother.
He's like, my brother likes cult horror movies. I like cult sci-fi movies.
My
It's like,
brother lives in a grave. I live in a UFO.
I live in a UFO. And it's like, but I listened to him on a podcast, and he seems like a fairly self-aware.
Sure,
Like
yeah.
it is. What I do is, he's like, I'm just do fun shit or whatever. We're not
Okay.
like reinventing the wheel or whatever.
He
Right.
knows his lane.
He knows his lane.
knows his
He's
lane.
having fun in his lane.
Yeah, I like it.
But so I would choose him.
Yeah.
I've been taking a big deep dive into butt rock lore lately.
Ooh.
I went to a System of a Down and Korn concert by myself the other day.
yes.
Carter, you should have taken me. I
Really?
know too many lyrics to Korn songs. I'm just of that age.
I totally should have. I don't know
that
what
would have been so fun because that shit was in Fresno or somewhere up like Paso Robles.
It was a Bank of California.
Oh yeah.
Stadium.
Oh, the soccer stadium.
Soccer
Yeah.
stadium.
Okay.
Packed stadium. Fucking.
Yo.
It was so
No
fun.
one's t-shirts fit.
No one's
They were
t-shirts
either
fit.
too tight, too big, nothing in between.
It was all too tight, and it was all too tight, but everyone was big, and it was it was great. It was,
For the bit.
A sea of gray dreadlocks.
dude. I mean, really. I mean, it was like gray dreadlocks with their kids on their shoulders.
Yeah.
To people like freaking, but like headbanging their kid off their shoulders to that part in Blind.
Yeah.
Like it was like.
So we're at Fest, and I was like,
Are you ready? Sort of. My knees hurt.
Exactly. We're at Fest, and we're watching Hot Water Music. I've seen them in the past, and I was like,
great
there
band.
were so many bands at Fest that I didn't know.
Yeah.
I was like, I would like to see a band I know. It was very funny, though, because there was one guy who was like, hey, girl, let me tell you about Hot Water Music. And I was like, yeah, I broke a toe in karate and went to see them at Slow Brew in San Luis Obispo. Watch a guy beat himself on the pole in the middle of the room. It was great. I was like, whatever. Anyway, and so we're watching it, and first off, the pit is elderly, and
The pit is closed at 8:30.
it has a early bird special. This is a rough pit, and there's a woman in it who's a little younger than me that's just housing motherfuckers.
Fuck yeah.
Just coming in like an amateur wrestler, just fucking housing dudes, and I'm just living. I'm watching,
Oh my
and
God.
and Brandy and Kevin are bebopping around, and then there's a lull in the song, and they were like, "Anna, are you having fun?" I said, "Man, this pit looks winded." I was like, "This pit looks winded as fuck." Everybody, you need my inhaler? I got it in my fanny pack. Like, it looked, wow. It was, we are old now. That's what we discovered at Hot Water Music. It was really fun, though. It was really, really fun. And what were some of the band highlights? Oh, Ska Tune Network. See them in person. They're so fun.
Oh, nice.
Jer's internet sensation and a live performing sensation. Anyway.
This is also this is the last thing I was going to read from the website. So this is how it works. So the wedding ceremonies are officiated by the performers in between their sets.
Whoa,
Come on.
You get 10 to 15 minutes on stage.
So do you walk
weddings.
out to every morning, or do you or do you kiss to every morning, or do you walk back into the pit to every morning?
So
but what if it's like stand up at a music
yeah. So just imagine you're at this festival, not there to get married. You have to be in the crowd. If you want to get close for Candlebox, you have to watch a bunch of people get married in between them and Power Man's set.
Yeah. As Saliva, how do you follow this? Because no one's getting married by saliva.
So these weddings are photographed and filmed. They provide dressing rooms, 2 weekend passes, VIP wedding day passes for 4. So the rest of your party has to go figure it the fuck out. But 4 you can get in.
I want all these marriages on YouTube.
I know. If you live in Oklahoma, please go to this and film it.
You got to do that, yeah.
Exclusive standing and seating in front of the or in front of the stages, VIP bathrooms. Hey now, surprise wedding gift bundle. So I don't know what that's going to be.
Swag bag.
You get a swag bag.
Swag bag.
And all ordained ministers will complete all paperwork and legalities. So, and I think they did mention that the guy from, I think it was Candlebox, is ordained. So,
the bass player from Candlebox is an ordained minister.
Yeah, I believe so. So,
someone is. Yeah.
But there is an option if you don't want to shell over all that money. They have a BYOW, bring your own wedding, parentheses, not on stage. $350. Bring your officiants.
They're really trying to get this love theme off the ground. They're like, someone get married.
I'm gonna put this out here. If you live in the Oklahoma area or a surrounding flat state, please. If you would like any of us to marry you and can afford at least some gas money, I will get, Rivers will get, Carter will get, we will get ordained so we can marry you. And we'll be part of the marriage
there we go.
factory, the side hustle, the knockoff T-shirt, if you will, of this event.
To be ordained is like the same thing as like getting a real estate license, right? It's just like
getting a real estate license you have to study for. This is like you just go online and fill out a thing.
Yeah,
and you
Brady's
have it.
ordained. She could marry you to the skeleton right now.
Goddamn liberal California.
Do you believe in God? Like I thought it was just some crypt keeper looking motherfucker asking you that. Then he touches your head and then you're imbued by God and you can.
What if you had a crypt keeper themed wedding?
I mean, that
Tales from
has
the
to have
Crypt
happened.
wedding.
Yeah.
You may kiss the ghoulish bride.
I got one more story I wanted to cover. So this is from USA Today. A man in Oregon was charged after allegedly impersonating a federal agent and tricking a woman into believing that she was training as a DEA agent for approximately 1 year.
We call this pulling a DMX.
R.I.P. to Earl.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to Earl.
You know.
Why would you pretend to be a DEA agent?
Love is in the air, I think. I think that's what this is. This was... Okay, so according to court records filed last week in the U.S. District Court in Oregon, police in Portland informed the DEA Portland District Office that they saw two people allegedly impersonating the administration's special agents. The duo, Robert Edward Golden and a woman not named in court documents, presumably because of embarrassment, was seen standing by a vehicle with police lights on. And inside the car, according to Portland Police Sergeant, officials allegedly also saw a tactical vest labeled DEA Police in the trunk of the vehicle.
What?
You can just buy those on eBay.
So when authorities
You can
approached,
buy an old cop car. I guess it stands to reason. Yeah.
Yeah. This is actually a good grip.
When authorities approached the individuals earlier this month, Golden allegedly had a replica of a firearm that contained live ammunition. He told officials that they were quote unquote feds and admitted to having additional equipment in his vehicle and apartment. Officials found holsters, a tactical vest with a white DEA patch, handcuffs, badges, and other gear, according to the filing. Golden and the unidentified woman were detained, and Golden told officials that he had fake guns because they were, quote, into cosplay. So once they got caught...
I mean, that's like high stakes cosplay.
What? Where was the red flag? Didn't they?
The fact that the AK-47 was a BB gun? Yeah, that should have...
With a real bullet in it. Yeah. How even?
You got to keep it, you got to keep it spicy. You got to, just the one bullet makes it seem real enough.
Golden said that he, quote, felt the fake DEA items would provided them protection and that he used the red and blue interior lights in his vehicle to get through traffic faster. So he also previously acted as an officer to break up a fight by shouting police, the filing said. So the woman told authorities that she...
Okay, continue. I'm just go to fucking cop school. You don't have to be.
I mean,
where do you think the dumb guy from your high school does now? Go be a fucking cop.
Well, that's where I think she was. So the woman told authorities that she was attending a school for criminal justice and had been a DA in training for almost a year. And she said that Golden issued her a DEA badge and credentials. So she thought she was going to DEA school, but it was just some guy.
Is she okay, ma'am?
This is concerning.
Ma'am, what listicle do I have to send you to identify the reddest of flags? You've had tampons less red than this bitch. This is, my God, how? I don't want to blame the victim, but damn, how do you miss that? How do you miss it?
So
Jesus.
she told officials that Golden had told her about agents Anderson, Luis, Garcia, and Mrs. Bennett from the DEA, and the two went on quote-unquote ride-alongs. DEA Special Agent Morgan T. Barr in a court document said there are no special agents with those names in the DEA Portland District Office, and furthermore, the DEA does not do ride-alongs.
You know what, bitch, you too high. Everything's too legal in Portland. This is how this happens when mushrooms just can end up in your body at any time when you're ordering a latte and there's just weed. And so we got to talk to you about how, first off, Anderson wasn't a clue. The Matrix, hello.
Also, Luis Anderson is kind of close, R.I.P. to Louis Anderson.
No, those are different people.
Big fan of Christine Baskets, this guy.
No, this is, all these names are just, these are supposed to be last names. Agent Anderson, Agent Luis, Agent Garcia,
I thought it was a list of first names,
confusingly, a Miss Bennett.
Miss Bennett.
It's like, why wouldn't she Agent Bennett?
Wasn't Miss Bennett on The Facts of Life?
And Seinfeld. Elaine Bennett.
Golden allegedly told officials he took the woman to speak with homeless individuals to develop quote-unquote confidential informants in case he was no longer around to take care of her.
What level of porn guy do you have to become to where, like, this is the only way your dick can move? Like, if that's, like, I gotta take this lady to the rough part of Portland.
I have to engage in an extremely elaborate ruse for 1 year in order for it to, get hard.
For it to move.
It's so weird. Oh my god! Again, should I just delete my Hinge account now? Jesus.
Quote, I believe Golden has tricked this woman into believing that he is a DEA agent, and she is in fact training to be a DEA agent herself, Barr said in the filing.
Oh my god!
If she doesn't write a book, this is a Lifetime original movie. It is a book. It is akin to that like Abducted in Plain Sight level of like sad Canadian documentary where someone just starts yelling.
My life as a fake DEA. Oh my god!
Hey, Brandie.
Oh, what do we got?
Hi, you want to come say hi?
Hey.
Oh my God! Hi, Jackie.
It's the wonderful Brandie Posey, everybody.
Posey, everybody.
Oh.
He was like, I got the pee.
Hello, my dog. I'm good.
So good to see
You too. My dog got the pee, so I took him out. I brought him back here to say hi to everybody.
Hey, buddy.
Oh my God!
Y'all been flowing so good out here. I didn't want to like pop back. I was like, I'm enjoying the episode from inside working.
Amazing. I haven't laughed this hard in a long time. This is Jesus Christ. This woman.
Yeah,
She just-
a guy tricked a lady in Oregon into thinking that she was training to be in the DEA, but he is not a DEA
This is some
agent
shit that
for
would
a
happen to
year.
me. I'm gullible as fuck. That's what my dad used to just lie to me all the time. He'd be like, Mija, don't be gullible. I'm like, why are you always lying to me? He's like, to teach you. Like, don't be like, I need you, Brandie, I need you to stand out on a porch with the broom in your hand, just being like, I will shoe you like a raccoon if you notice any extra lion motherfuckers up in there.
I do. It's absolutely what I do.
So,
Sounds grim and crazed.
so Golden was charged with impersonating a federal agent. It was not immediately clear whether the woman was facing charges. Golden's attorney declined
She
to
thought she was being
comment.
trained by him to become a DEA agent.
Like
For a year.
I mean, if you fall for that, then you're not a DEA agent.
You're not DEA material.
You know who he said his coworkers were? Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, Mr. Luis, Mr.
Wait,
Garcia,
are you serious?
Yes.
Mr. Smith,
This is
Mr. Morpheus.
Mr. Neo, Mr. Reeves, Mr. Keanu.
This lady should take the blue pill and forget this happened to her.
Keanu.
She got to get out of Portland. She gotta go be somewhere with stronger drug laws. For her own good.
That's the most Portland shit ever. We just drive around and you're in the DEA.
She's like she's taking Joe Rogan brain pills right now, being like, I gotta get smarter.
Did he give her a jacket?
Yeah. Though they got
Okay.
arrested with like that's how they found out was they got pulled over because the guy had like
That's sweet.
He had fake.
He lent his jacket.
Brandie, queen of the grift, getting immediately the telltale signs.
He had
Sure, we gotta have props.
the guy
Real.
the guy had fake police lights in his car, and they got pulled over, and they had all this fake DEA shit, and so they called the DEA. They're like, "Do you know these people?" Because the guy was like, "Yeah, we're feds," and so they called the
my
DEA, and they're like,
He had a
"We."
plastic badge that said sheriff,
Jesus Christ.
and then like a little thing with taped on it that said "of drugs."
Do you guys watch I, Tonya? The movie I,
Oh,
Tonya?
it's rules. I love
Do
that.
you know like the guy that thought he was like his like
Paul Walter
Galuli's-
Hauser. Yeah.
Galuli's little buddy that was like,
Yeah.
I'm in the DEA. I do all the things. It reminds
Yeah.
me of that guy.
Oh yeah.
My least favorite type of human in the world, a person that pretends that they're an expert on something but is clearly a moron.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. Oh
Man, that exact dude.
Yeah.
That
So
is- yeah.
So
Again,
funny.
falling for it. I mean, I don't know. It seems you always have a big thing for the DEA too.
I guess I just like
Did
to.
he pay her?
No, she was paying him. She thought she was in
That's
school.
not how it works.
Yeah. She thought he was in school.
Career college.
I think she got career college. Yeah.
He like MS painted some sort of certificate for her, for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Plot of Parasite. What are we doing, ma'am?
Wow.
Oh, what
man.
a simple dumb lady. So they weren't a couple, but they were.
It doesn't say whether they were or not.
I felt like they were.
At some point, for sure.
At some point,
fluids were
yeah,
exchanged.
yeah.
I mean, yeah. Oh, you can't make your monthly payment of $3,000.
This is the extra special DEA ceremony where we fuck.
She's
Yeah.
the most catfish person in America.
I know, that's
I
what I'm
know.
saying.
Man. Let me teach you about trafficking by trafficking. Insane. I don't feel bad that happened to her. I feel bad for that.
I don't. After the whole story,
As long
Apparently,
as
you needed to learn the lesson.
As long as I get like a good long Daily Beast article about the situation, I need to hear her side of the story. But yeah, it seems like it's something we can all laugh at. Maybe.
yeah.
you change,
Because it didn't happen to us.
It happened to us,
Yeah.
and it seems
You
like
change
she's
your
going to get
name.
away with it.
you change your name and hair color after that shit happens. though.
Yeah.
Never-
Time to new town, start it all over.
Yeah, you use what you learned.
Go to the other side of the country. Go to the other Portland, Maine. Go to that one.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
get out. Let's move into Mexico status. Too embarrassing. Also, if someone wants to fund us making a documentary about this woman's
I would
life,
talk to her
please.
forever and ever.
Forever.
I
have
need to
so
know
many
everything.
questions.
Let's just tell her we're making a documentary. It doesn't sound like we even have to.
Yeah, we're from the government documentary patrol. Do you want to be involved for an entire year on this project?
You could use the classic "I'm from Hollywood" line.
That's true.
I mean, you know what I mean?
true.
Like this is all you could be. As vague as that.
Man.
My God.
Portland, Oregon, and slow gin fizz. That ain't love, then tell me what is. Well, I lost my heart, it didn't take me no time. But that ain't all, I lost my mind in Oregon.
Well, Brandie, I'm so happy you're here. You were just in time for our final segment.
Ooh, okay.
Of course, it is
Excited.
time
Okay.
for our jam of the week.
My favorite thing.
Yeah. Oh, and you can hear it now echoing out across beautiful Eagle Rock. It is a song we all know, a song we all love. It's Jane's Addiction with Been Caught Stealing
I was wondering which one.
from their 1990 album Ritual de lo Habitual. And I, this one sort of came to me all at once. I was thinking, I was like, you think about songs that have very specific subject matter, and you're thinking about those YouTube comments and very specific stories and things that would emerge. And of course, all of a sudden it hit me. It's like, oh, there's going to be a lot of good stories for Been Caught Stealing.
Can I tell you really quick?
Yeah.
Okay, back
Yeah.
when I used to be a bad girl who used drugs and alcohol,
When you were cool.
when I was so cool, just getting my GED and making minimum wage forever. I was a shoplifting asshole.
That's what that's my first question.
I could shoplift the underwear off your body, bitch. I was so good at stealing. And I couldn't stop when I got clean. And I finally, at 90 days, a 12-step program, had to tell my sponsor, I can't go into a store and not steal something. And so she was like, okay, now every time you go into a store, I want you to call me afterwards and tell me you didn't steal something. And so 19 years later, I'm on a Zoom meeting with a bunch of women that all have a million years, like 30 years, etc. And this gal's like, I can't stop shoplifting. And we all were like, hold my purse. And leaned into the camera and we were like, oh, Brenda, trust me, I didn't stop shoplifting till I had 90 days, got chased down by a wet seal security guard. That's what finally did it. Oh my God. Everybody was like, yeah, love, I miss a steal. I miss going to Walmart and walking out with Walmart, anyway, love that song.
well-
It's a theme song for my generation.
Yeah, well, let's see how closely we can approximate this Zoom meeting.
If I may, right before.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to say, Jane's Addiction's like one of those bands. They're in like the Red Hot Chili Peppers category, where it's like all their
They
content.
both have Navarros.
In the Navarro connection for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's all like a bunch of like annoying like guys without shirts on.
Uh-huh.
There's like one incredible musician in the band. Like their flea is the drummer, Stephen Jenkins.
Uh-huh.
But like, and then there's like two members that completely undo all the goodwill of that band. Like, it's like Red Hot Chili
Who are
Peppers. Oh, it's Dave Navarro, 100%.
Yeah.
Like the Ink Master himself. I'll give Perry Farrell a pass, but like,
Yeah.
like, I mean, he came with Lollapalooza and everything.
Yeah.
Sure.
We were talking about because that new Red Hot Chili Peppers song came out where it's like, love the guitar player, love the bass player. Will Ferrell's all right being in that band.
Yeah.
But it's like the linchpin is Kiedis. He always ruins it. He always like does this weird fake fucking poetry thing, and it's like Dave Navarro for me is like because nothing shocking is a good album, but it's like I just don't like Dave Navarro.
No good.
Well, yeah, let's get down into the comments on the YouTube video for Been Caught Stealing. First up, Nina Hosenzollern from 2 years ago. Am I the only 40-year-old bitch who still smokes, acts crazy, and loves this fucking song?
No, bitch, that's my brand. You can follow me at Anna V is Fun on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Go to AnnaValenzuela.com for show dates. How dare you?
Mr. Reindeer from 1 year ago. I got to see these sexarellas at Brixton Academy.
Sexarellas?
Sexarella.
Stealing that.
Sexarellas.
Wait, what is he even approximating that to?
Yeah, I think he's talking about, because I was like, maybe there was a band in England called the Sexarellas. There was not. He's talking about Jane's Addiction. He's calling them
sexy.
Sexarellas.
This is a man that's been slapped
Like
in a
a-
bar.
Punched by a
Many
woman with a
times.
chest tattoo.
I got to see these Sexarellas at Brixton Academy fucking ages ago. I was tall, thin, had long hair, and we socially distanced in each other's hot sweat in the mosh pit. So many worldly changes since then. At least I've kept my height.
I'm glad that he doesn't allude to the fact that it's like he's like such an anti-vaxxer. He doesn't even want to acknowledge that COVID's going on. It's like we weren't socially distancing. If you catch my meaning.
I drank butt cracks.
Yeah. And this is from a year ago, by the way, which is
This
like
man comes in shoes. That's for sure what's going on.
Absolutely, yeah. This guy.
Yeah, Sexarella. The only part I took was put a foot right in the shoe.
Brixton Academy. Does that mean British?
I assume British, yeah.
It's like we were all eating each other's pudding, wasn't it? That was that's how it went in the mid-90s, mate.
Always a
Oh my
regular
God.
Sexarella.
This man got exponentially uglier when we identified he was from England. I like in my mind, I was just like, oh no. Like it went from like, oh no to
I was drinking the sweat off the back of her neck, I was.
Hello, Governor, you got yourself a little godmother for me to just fuck around with. I want to smell the shoes of your mice, of your cartoon mice.
We was all perspiring in each other's tea.
Anybody want to get an eel pie?
That's what I call you, pussy. Ain't you, I'm not picky.
Oh, just teeth on the outside of his face, just all wrong.
I imagine it's Keith from Great Pottery Throwdown, but like the worst version of him.
Yeah, it's like it's his cousin he doesn't talk about.
Nicholas Griffith from 6 years ago. I got caught once at the Dollar Tree.
Hell yeah, you
But
did.
I actually took a lot of shit and I put it on my shirt and then I just acted fat. The next time I did it, the
Stay on
person-
task, Nicholas.
That's what I wrote. I was like, what are you talking? You just walk around like, oh, I shouldn't have eaten that.
These are comments on a music video, right?
Does he know? He knows that fat people don't look like
I ate,
tiny boxes of things.
I
don't they?
ate
Like-
too many expired Swanson macaroni and cheeses from Dollar Tree. Now I feel bad.
I do
Stealing
like.
from the Dollar Tree too. You gotta steal from something. You gotta steal from the Gap.
So he says,
Self-respect.
You gotta steal
I do
from
like the
something
Fat
owned by
Prince.
the Epstein gang.
so this is the rest of it. He says, the next time I did it, the person made a PA announcement to all employees that there was a theft going on in the food section. I bailed from that one before they could do anything. Now I go to the one down the street.
I love the idea of
section?
somebody was just like, somebody's stealing over there. I'm not going to do anything about it. But I see you.
I like that they say it with
Passive
PA.
You think you slick?
Yeah. Don't think we don't see you on the camera. We're just not paid enough to care.
Yo, that's genius. Actually,
I respect it.
When I worked at like this tiny little pet boutique, I once walked up behind these two teenagers trying to steal cat collars, and I was like, "If you're gonna steal that, you should put your jacket over your arm and then just slip it under your jacket." And then they were like, "Ah!" and ran away. And I was like, "I love it. I love it."
No judge. Did you see that lady too? That wasn't my conscience.
Yeah, I was just like, "Come on, you gotta." I mean,
Sherry Duncan from 8 years ago. Thieves burn in hell. This song is teaching you how, so they will burn in hell for that.
Okay.
It's like I think people were stealing before 1990 when the song came out.
Absolutely.
Terry Duncan has nothing to hide.
Yeah.
He's putting his full name as the
Sherry.
handle.
It's Sherry.
Sherry. Oh, sorry.
Sherry.
Yeah.
Sherry. Okay.
You believe in health. Everything's going great for you.
Doing fabulous.
Bushman 007 from 3 years ago. Braden Scott, you sack of shit! you still owe me $275. This song is great.
Braden's been caught stealing it. Sounds like.
Good though.
Is the content I show up to the segment for just somebody yelling at another person in a YouTube comment?
This is the best part. Yeah, I used to think this was the worst part, but it is the best part. When they immediately don't. It doesn't matter where this was written.
Yeah.
Like where it was commented upon. It's just like a personal grievance being aired in all caps over a matter of like $50 or some shit.
All caps is my favorite thing.
Book Guitar Guy from 2 years ago.
I don't like this guy already.
Oh, you will really not like this guy at the end of this.
He's a bag of well-actuallys.
Man, you called it. Great,
Well done.
great music. Warped / fucked up individuals glorifying theft, though. Good job, assholes. I literally wonder how many people had their shit stolen because of this one song. It would have been fun to slip backstage at one of the Jane's Addiction's concerts and grab some of Perry Farrell's amps and microphones. And then when he said, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing?" and or called security, you just tell him, "Hey, when I want something, I don't pay for it, you hypocrite, LOL." Then the police arrive after he calls them, and I'm all like, "This asshole said in his video that if I wanted something, just take it. It's mine, all mine." Happy face. Not emoji, emoticon, old school, parentheses.
Let's find his house now.
I was just going to say, he
Steal
has
from this man
been
now.
thousands. Was he kicked off Twitter before or after this comment? It's my libertarian psychopath. Yeah, I want to steal all of his stuff. I want to honeypot this man. In fact, I want to steal from him in a way that hurts him deeply.
He transcribed this message onto YouTube from the walls where it's written in his own finger blood of his home.
Absolutely. He wrote it out by hand first before typing it.
Yeah.
It's like if petty thievery is too evil a subject for rock and roll to take on. It's like, where is his limit? You know what I mean?
He did not steal this book.
Let's send the DEA agent to his house. That's what we do. We send the lady. We send the guy. Let's send them both to ruin.
There we go. Yeah.
Let's just do it. That's great.
Swarisi Dabara from 10 years ago. Shoplifting God be with me in the days that I ended up robbing some useless shit. How do you sell a jar of mayonnaise and a set of compasses?
What?
That's like a not too subtle. Like, I have them. If you want them, I have a garage full of mayonnaise and compasses.
I feel bad for that man's pets because that's the only thing that has to listen to him. He's got a dog that's just like, shut the fuck up.
Shut up about the compasses.
A dog with 3 legs.
Yeah, exactly. There's a gnawed off one of them trying to get away.
Oh man.
Every once in a while we get lyricists. So this is a section that I call bars. This is some hip hop lyrics from Coffee for the Soul from 11 months ago.
It's gonna be great.
I got caught stealing when I was 5. Jumpin' Jelly Jackson. For me, I'm alive. Candy bars, hot cars, superstars. I don't care, but I survived. Motherfucker, hopping across the walls. Don't dust my balls. Get me on my jive. It ain't no thing, chicken wing. I just got caught stealing. What? I was 5. Kenya, bigot.
Wow.
Okay.
It's like when they solve one of the Zodiac letters and there's leftover letters at the end.
I'm calling foul. I'm throwing it. That is a voice his voice dictated to his phone.
Someone yelled bigot at him.
I think he was trying to say dig it, but he was like so fucking drunk. He was like, can you dig it?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Can you dig it? Can you big it? Oh,
Yeah.
or maybe it's some like Scottish Cockney rhyming slang of some kind.
I love it, but yeah, can you big it?
Oh, these sexarellas. Can you dig
it in
it?
this
In it.
pie.
In it.
In it.
Shamil Basayev from 9 years ago. Unless you're a really rich person or some shit like that, then you probably think that stealing is funny like I do. Because, I mean, we're never going to get rich anyway. And so that's the long and short of how my tendency towards kleptomania brought me to this website.
Ironically, the rich people love stealing more than the rest of us.
Salient point.
I have an announcement. I am Shamil Basayev.
Yeah. Also, would definitely make that spelling error.
Probably.
Properly.
I like. It's so cute to be like, rich people don't like to steal.
No.
Yeah, that's how rich
They
happens.
love it.
Yeah, they don't like it. They fucking love it. They live for it.
They need it. That's how their dicks move.
Gus Plotnick from 8 years ago. This song reminds me of my beloved wife. I miss her offending paws, cleaning out all Dwayne Reed drugstores across New York City. I love you, my binky.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's very
The
sweet.
love note. There's always a love
He
note.
stole.
I can't
his
tell if
heart.
she's dead or she just doesn't steal anymore.
She's in jail.
Yeah, she went up the creek. Yeah, she's fucking.
She's on Rikers.
He's trying to figure out how to put money in her books
Exactly.
so she can have herself a little spread for dinner.
I'm gonna get my underwear out of the prison. You sell it, and put that money into my account, and I eat the mac and cheese that makes the underwear.
How many of these compasses and mayo can you spread through the correctional facility?
Look, I'll empty out the compasses of their bearing equipment and fill it with mayonnaise, and then we'll make money.
You need a lot of mayo to make a spread.
Speaking of making money, Neil Moneymaker from 4 years ago.
This guy sounds like he knows what he's talking about.
If this isn't an alias for Neil Brennan, I'm going to be furious.
I've been caught before and imprisoned and jailed several times. One lengthy sentence in particular, but not for stealing. I don't remember any one time that I got jailed, whether it was for 12 to 24 hours or months or even years. I don't remember it ever being fun, jovial, or anything of the sort. It's as close on this earth to how biblical hell is interpreted by most evangelical Christians, only cold and dead, not flaming and alive.
What did he do?
That doesn't say.
Jared from Subway.
Well, I used to just be a Mormon guy with big pants, and now I'm in jail.
Yeah. Oh.
Bet you're wondering how I got here.
Fogman. Yeah.
Hey, you watched that Mormon documentary on Netflix about the forged documents?
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
Oh, that is. I hope it's those guys.
It is immativity from 2 years ago.
Oh.
I still shoplift, LOL. No one's watching those cameras. Plus, they got blind spots. I've even caused entire alcohol displays to be relocated in my local store because they lost so much stock to me. Only big stores, though. No small businesses. That's people's livelihood, and I won't steal from families.
Hero.
I mean, yeah, I was about to say, this guy is
I'm with you. It is Makvitchik.
Yeah.
also smart and not giving a name.
I'm gonna call that Soviet troll. That's definitely a troll farm. But they were just like, you know what? We can just teach them about communism a little bit.
Absolutely. A little bit, yeah.
So
Only steal the vodka.
That was me too.
It's mini potatoes. No need to hoard potatoes.
2002 was a great time to shoplift booze because there wasn't one of them little lock thing sensors on it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you could just walk in, cute little girl. Nobody would suspect me, and I'd just walk in and walk out like I own the joint. It's great. I'd be like, "This is my Jim Beam, thank you."
Someone's gonna.
So expensive. A potato is like 50 cents. It's just an old potato in the water.
You get vitamins and minerals in Romania. I told him about the Romania ladies.
Bless those beautiful Draculas. Yeah, I was listening. That's a pro callback from the outside of the
nice.
It's like she goes. It's like podcast bought that skeleton, bitch. I love it.
This person, the comment is whatever. The replies are what I wanted to focus on. So the comment, "Who's your daddy?" from 3 years ago.
Okay.
3 a.m. in this Walmart, tripping balls. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Got it.
But the comments are fucking crazy.
Comment to the comment.
Yeah, the comment to this comment, the
I
reply.
got a reply.
Subtweet.
Jesse Granbois from 11 months ago. "This alrighty fucking nighty, shitty Walmart."
This is the guy in the front of the Walmart. You motherfucker.
It says, "This alrighty fucking nighty, shitty Walmart."
Walmart.
Walmart.
Walmart. There's a
price.
smile on every eye.
Yeah.
Be a neighborhood. That was Walmart. It used to be a country. Now it's turned into a Walmart.
This is another reply to that same comment. Karen Lee from a year ago. "It's totally mine, bitches. I want it. I'll have it. I'll steal it."
Get it, Karen.
Just like the fuckers who stole every land and our people and our children. Let's fucking steal it back.
Yeah, you know what? Good on you, native lady. You get it.
It's a native lady named Karen. There's a lot going on.
Yeah,
Karen,
you can have whatever
Take it
you
all.
want.
Frankly, they should give them all the Walmarts.
This is another reply to the same comment. "Ha ha," or tweaking balls. I've been both. Roaming the hallowed halls of Wally World, putting tons of shit on layaway, some painfully obvious, half pretty
Layaway isn't even stealing. They're stealing from you.
Yeah. Walmart employees, they only let out at night trying to act like he's not following me. Good times from another life.
What?
The man's a priest now.
Oh, it's a poet.
Yeah.
Road scholar.
He did like a lot of like shortening of words too, to where to the point where you don't know what he's talking about. It's like Wally World, you take a walkie walk, and then you go, it's obvious.
Someone else calls it Wally World. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
That's
that
what my
is a good
parents used to call it.
And then this is another reply, and this one is going to take a sharp turn that you're not going to see coming.
Okay.
Justin Huros from 1 year ago. "Yeah, Walmart people, leave a window unlocked so when the shit hits the fan and they're all taking us there because, wow, they've all become processing centers for FEMA concentration camps. Maybe it'll be all okay because we can escape. Look, I'm not condoning tripping balls or labia majoras for that matter. Mazel tov! All I'm suggesting is that you feel like you just got to let your tripping balls work for your future liberation instead of against it. One
The
love."
emphasis you put on the way you use tripping balls as an adjective. Like you put your business balls away and you put on your tripping balls.
It's your tripping ball.
It's a business in the front, tripping in the back.
And I love that they end it with one love.
Yo,
After laying like 2 tons of weird Alex Jones stuff on you and then
That-
introducing the concept of tripping
It's all about
labia
love,
majoras.
baby. I think it's put in the back of a cop car. It's all about
Not
love.
about love. I really believe that this person has been rejected from the Alex Jones collar pool. It's like, no. The guy that's talking about balls and labias is back on. You can't even have, well, I got to, it's like.
Mazel tov.
These are the last 2 here. As Connor Oberst said on that Monsters of Folk record, never buy nothing from a man named Truth. Truth from 2 years ago.
Wow.
Is this the anti-smoking organization?
Yeah, maybe.
It's just a dog looking disappointed.
Why won't you walk me? Are you too winded?
So, Truth from 2 years ago. This video is funny, even for me. A one-time hardcore store detective. I got in lots of fights, chased people, almost got run over a couple of times. Someone snatched my glasses off my face. Another shoplifter sprayed me with a riot-sized can of mace. Oh my god! And then escaped. On one job for far more.
So this is Wall. This is Wall Blart.
Walmart.
This is a rent-a-cop.
Walmart.
Listen to this next sentence. He says, one time
Words and it's so funny.
on one job for far more, I made 17 collars and got 17 convictions in court. But one day, a store detective got shot in the gut And also, the law would no longer let us make a stop and catch shoplifters in the store before they went past the cashier. So I tendered my resignation today. I am too old to chase and catch people. Happy Thanksgiving.
You know what? I like the
From a man that is spending that day alone.
Yeah.
No,
He's enjoying his hungry man dinner.
That's right. He got that bucket from KFC. And he's,
Look, we have Paul Blart. We have the movie Observe and Report. We have seen the mall cop in his kind of prime.
sure. The
I
stereotypical.
want the hardened Danny Glover and
grizzled
Lethal
film noir.
Weapon mall cop movie, because that's what this guy is. I'm getting too old for this shit,
Yeah.
literally.
Is there a superstore character with this archetype?
Oh, maybe so. Maybe so.
I hope so.
But I do enjoy. I want it to be hard. I want Nick Cage to star in it. I want it to be a hardened criminal, like a hard-boiled noir. Yeah. Mhm.
She walked into the break room with a story.
Look, you.
Some sort of,
Man. You know what? Any way to get Latinos cast in anything.
God, if I could, if I could bottle and sell the feeling that I got the year streaking came around, boy, the way I chased those nude teenagers in 1979, it was crazy. It was a crazy year for mall cops, crazy year for America. Let me
Almost
tell
got
you
kicked.
something, and then people are just slowly fading backwards, like, okay.
Let's get out of the food court.
Hey, why aren't you eating your
There
turkey? I made the turkey for you. Take a seat.
I want this to be. We're gonna write this movie now. I want this to take place in the Walmart in a little town called Martell, California, in between Jackson and Ione. Because definitely almost got kicked out of that Walmart for jousting with pool noodles.
on guard.
So fun.
We're going to make a high art Walmart Paul Blart.
Yeah.
High art, Paul Blart, high art.
Titular line from Carter.
Blart Noir.
Blart Noir. Oh my God. Somewhere one of my film professors punched himself in the face. He's like, I'm trying to teach you.
Good doesn't sell anymore, idiot.
Exactly.
This is what it's about, baby.
Yeah, we're going to have fun, you bitch.
It's a Marvel movie that it needs to be whatever the fuck Carter just said.
I was trying to make Martell fit in there too, but oh shit.
And finally, we got a celebrity in our midst, Din Djarin, the Mandalorian, apparently.
Okay.
Pedro Pascal.
Pedro
what's up?
Pascal from this Din Djarin from 2 years ago. This
I mean, hey,
this is still
Carter would hit it.
100%. I mean,
Gorgeous.
oh yeah.
You truly.
That his face is in that mask. Well, I don't want to spoil it.
they're keeping it covered.
Yeah.
This is
It's a shame, is what
Like
I'm
any
saying.
of your listeners haven't seen me.
Yeah, I was gonna
Right.
say.
Yeah, look who we think.
Jesus Christ.
They're already like 5 episodes deep into
They
the
wrote
journals
the
of
fan
Robert A.
fiction.
Fett right now.
Robert A. Fett. Is that his name?
Robert A.
Boba Fett. Yeah, Boba Fett. Bob A. Fett.
Bob Arnold Fett.
Andrew, actually. My dad is Bob A. Wrangley, yeah.
I have a client I gotta talk to. You guys finish this.
Okay.
Hey,
gosh.
Brandazzle on Twitter. Hey, bye guys.
Yes.
Bye,
Listen,
Randy.
lady.
Yeah.
Lady.
So yeah, Din Djarin from 2 years ago. This is still one of the best music videos ever made. One guy is trying to steal a big cake. That's so stupid. It's funny. Imagine getting arrested for stealing a big cake. In jail, they'll ask you, "Hey, what are you in for?" And you say, "I stole a cake." It's funny and amusing.
First off, you steal a cake. If they're arresting you, bro, that's your third strike.
I like the
That
For
was,
sure.
and I'm not saying it's correct. I think the strike system is a part of slavery. Anyway, it's
100%. Yeah.
yeah, it's terrible. But I will say, you didn't start with the cake.
I like the dance.
Yeah, and it's not even like a Jean Valjean Les Mis situation where it's like I needed to feed my family this cake or something. It's like, who needs this cake? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, well, he's not finished. He has more thoughts. He has more thoughts. I like the dance off part of the video. Hilarious.
Always.
What do they call that? A dance line? They used to do this on Soul Train at the end of the show years ago. So
I used to watch Soul Train. You know what a black person looks like.
So each dancer shows off their solo dance skills. As a kid and a teenager, I used to watch both American Bandstand and Soul Train every Saturday afternoon.
Yep.
Both excellent dance shows and music shows.
God, he's
it was
so-
a great kickoff to the weekend.
Describe
The shows would make you feel like going out It was a dance party.
Oh man.
Both shows are. Oh, it's still going.
The retiree fucking like musings, rambling.
White boomer, and I know you're white because only people who are white describe Soul Train like that. You psycho.
Both
These
shows.
comments serve to like make everyone feel like someone's grandkid. And you're like, yes, grandpa, yes, yes,
God,
grandpa.
Stop talking about that, please. Don't say
Never want to be in public with you, grandpa.
Both shows are long gone now, along with that old midnight special. That was another great music show. I miss all three shows. They were
Jesus
funny.
Christ.
They were fun and entertaining.
This is not the way, Din Djarin.
R.I.P. Dick Clark. R.I.P. Don Cornelius. Both excellent television hosts.
Well, yeah.
And that
He said,
is
how
the...
did he sit on us like an open mic comedian via YouTube? He just perched on our souls and was just like, I'm going to keep talking. Look at me, make eye contact with me.
Where are you going, kids? Oh, it's like when someone calls it from the top, they're like, I have 3 bits I wanted to discuss, and then get the light halfway into the first bit, and they're like, you know they're not going to just like, oh, I ran over my time. Like, they're going to do those 3 bits, and then people have to start awkwardly walking out of the room. It's like,
Yeah.
And that is our jam of the week. Been Caught Stealing by Jane's Addiction. Carter, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me at Carter_Glasscock on Twitter and Instagram.
Hell yeah. Anna, please tell people where they can find you.
I dropped my stuff already, but you can find me at Anna V is Fun. You can also, on all the social medias, you can find me 12Q Pod, 12 Questions Podcast. I'm running solo now. Dave had to go take care of he's got some life stuff that showed up.
Oh, okay.
So I'm running
Right.
solo. I definitely need to hire somebody to help me with something. And what's the next thing? Yep, that's it. Just look me up on things. It's fun. Oh, Brandazzle, all the things. Lady to Lady, she's amazing. Get her album, Opinion Cave.
Hell yeah. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Rivers Langley. And the best way to support the show is to head to patreon.com/thegoodspod. We're going to be dropping a new episode later this week over there. I think I'm going to be going out to Rialto to hang out with combat athlete, professional wrestler extraordinaire Justin Morales. And I think we're going to be talking about Robin Williams' Death to Smoochie, which I still maintain
Fun movie.
one of the most underrated comedies of all time.
I stand that movie.
It's
it was
so good.
Death to Smoochie. Thank You for Smoking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I would like the triple feature I want is Death to Smoochie, Thank You for Smoking, and then the most, I think it was like 2018's Sorry to Bother You.
Loved it. Loved it.
Love that movie.
All 3 of those movies in one sitting, I would just be... I would turn into a DVD copy of Brazil.
So that'll be coming up later this week on the Patreon. And second best way to support the show, head to Apple Podcasts, rate, review, and subscribe. Also, if you listen to the show on Spotify, give us 5 stars there. They have a 5-star option now. So thank you for everyone who's reviewed there. And do all that. It shows the attitude of gratitude. And if you do not have the attitude of gratitude, Daddy, fuck you. We'll see you next time. The Goods from the Woods was recorded and edited by me, Rivers Langley. You can find our show on Twitter at The Goods Pod. Our theme song was composed by Jonas, the Space Cowboy.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast.